Hello, welcome to the lecture, and in this lecture we'll see the SR latch basically. But before going to the SR latch, in previous class we have read about the sequential circuit. So what is sequential circuit? Sequential circuit is that circuit in which there is a memory element, okay, and due to this memory element it outputs depends upon the present input as well as the previous input, unlike in the case of combinational circuit where the output was only depending upon the present input. Okay, so going into detail with the SR flip flop, okay, we will go will outline what we will cover in these sequential circuits. Okay, so in these sequential circuits, okay, we will read the flip flops, okay, and basically our target is to read the flip flop. So what is flip flop? Flip flop is a memory element, basic memory element. Okay, so this is a basic memory element. Okay, and this basic memory element means it stores one bit. It stores one bit of the memory. Okay, one bit of the digital binary signal, you can say one bit binary digit or binary signal. Okay, so either it will store 1 or either it will store 0. Okay, so let us see, and some of the people get confused that it stores 2 bit because it has two outputs. It has two outputs, but it stores only 1 bit. Why it is so? See, it is the flip flop, okay, and there will be some input, but its output are one. If one is Q, then other will be Q bar. So if this flip flop will store 1, then it is 1, and so it is automatically 0. So, and if it will store 0, then it will be 0, so it will be 1. So it is a very simple case that it will store only 1 bit. It is the complement of this one. Okay, so it is not storing 2 bits. So do not confuse with the two outputs that this flip flop stores 2 bit. Remember it stores only 1 bit. Okay, so but it has two stable states. As I told you, it can store 0. If it has stored 0, it will remain 0 at a longer time. The time up to which you will not change it, it is not going to change by itself. Okay, it will not change by itself. If I will change, if you will change, then only it will change. Okay, so this is Q and this is Q bar. So let us suppose it has stored now 0, and in another flip flop, let us suppose, which has stored 1, so Q bar will be 0. Okay. So both of these state, okay, either it will remain in 1 or either it will remain in 0. It is stable. Okay. Store 1 and leave it. It will remain 1 for a longer time, for 2 years, 5 years. Okay. And store 0. Okay. It will remain 0 for a longer time. So this is known. This is the reason, that is why both the states are stable. This is the reason, that is why it is also known as bistable multivibrator. It is also known as bistable multivibrator. Okay. You must have read about the monostable multivibrator, stable multivibrator. We will see whenever time will allow us. Okay. To discuss the multivibrators, but here the multivibrator whose both the states are stable, then the multivibrator is known as the stable multivibrator. Okay, so it is bistable multivibrator. It is known as bistable multivibrator, and it has been asked several times in the examinations also that flip-flop is a multivibrator, monostable multivibrator, bistable multivibrator, or a stable multivibrator. Student does not know what to react because they do not know that this flip-flop may be multivibrator. Okay, so this is the reason, that is why I am including this. So flip-flop is a bistable multivibrator. Note it. Okay, it is very, very important. And also it is important that it stores 1 bit. Okay, and it is also important that it stores only 1 bit. Do not confuse that 2 outputs are there, so it will store 2 bit. No, it will store only 1 bit. Okay, so it is a basic memory element. If you will start reading the semiconductor memory, you will have to start from the flip-flop, because at least 1 bit should be stored. Okay, less than 1 bit means what? No. 0.5 bit can be stored? No. At least 1 bit memory should be there, and it stores 1 bit. So this is the basic memory. Okay. So one more thing. It is also a frequency division network, you can say, or device. If you will give input F to the flip-flop, okay, so this is your clock, so it here at the output you will get the frequency F by 2. So it divides the frequency by 2. Okay, so this is the basic things of the flip-flop. Okay, so see what happens. Okay, so we will try to cover the flip-flop also in this class, and if we will not be able to do that, we will cover it in the next class, because in this class I have to cover the latch first. Okay, so what will be the covered in the this sequential circuits, or in this regarding this flip-flop, we'll see. Okay, so one by one. First of all, we will see latch, SR latch. Okay, SR latch, and SR latch will be covered with SR latch with NAND gate. Okay, and SR latch with NOR gate. We'll design both of these circuits. Okay, then we'll see the difference between the flip-flop and latches. So from here we will come to SR flip-flop. Okay, and from SR flip flop we'll come to JK flip flop. Okay, and from after JK flip flop we will see the D flip flop, then T flip flop. Okay, then master slave. Okay, flip flop. Okay, and while studying these 4 flip flops, we will be discussing about the truth table of these flip flops. Okay, characteristics table, characteristics equation. Okay, so it's truth table, characteristics table, characteristics equation, and excitation. We will discuss all these things. When we will discuss the SR flip flop, we will see the truth table of SR flip flop, and then characteristics table of this SR flip flop, then characteristics equation of the SR flip flop, then excitation table of the SR flip flop. So all these 4 properties will study in all the flip flops. When we will study D flip flop, then also we will study all these. Okay, and master slave flip flop, it removes one limitation of this JK flip flop, and that is known as race around condition. We will see what is race around condition. Okay, and finally, when all these flip flops will be covered, we will be watching the conversion of flip flops. Conversion of flip flops. Okay, so one thing is very important, that by using this SR flip flop, we can use JK, we can construct D, and we can construct T flip flop, and vice versa. If you have T flip flop, okay, you can make D, you can make JK, you can make. So that is very, very simple. We will see all these things in the coming lectures. Okay, so now start with the latches. Okay, SR latch. Okay, we'll start with the SR latch now. So what is SR latch? SR latch. What is SR latch? So, okay, before going to the SR latch, we'll see the basic memory element. Let us suppose this is your NOT gate. Okay, the concept from where this concept of memory comes, we will be dealing with here. Okay, so be patient and be attentive. That is very, very important. So these are 2 NOT gates. Okay, and we have connected them. The output of the second NOT gate, I have connected it the input of the first gate. Okay, so see, if the, let us suppose we will start from anywhere. Let us suppose input here it is 0. So what will be the output here? It is, so it is 1. Okay, and if it is 1, it is again NOT gate, so it will be 0. And if this 0 is here, 0, this is 1. So does this output change? No, it is not going to change. Once it is set like this, okay, if this is 1, it will be 0, and this 0 is connected here. So if this is 0, this will be 1. If this is 1, this is 0. So it is not going to change anymore. Okay, if power supply is there, if this NOT gate is working properly, it will remain at 1, it will remain at 0. And see the other case. Let us suppose you will say, no sir, you have taken here 1, that's why it is coming. No, that is not the case. Okay, so let us suppose here it is 1, so it is not get, so what will be here? It is 0, and if it is 0, this is again not get, it is 1, and this 1 is coming here back into the input of the first gate. Okay, so what will happen? It will remain in the 0 state, and it will remain in the 1 state. So you can so one more thing one can say, put it like this. Okay, slightly so how it is connected? The input of the first gate is connected to the output of the first gate, is connected to the input of the second gate. Okay, and the output of the second gate is again connected to the input of the first gate, isn't it? Are you getting my point? So if it is 1, okay, what will be the value? It is coming 1 here, it will be 0, it is 0 here, so it is 1. So it is cross connected NOT gate. Cross connected NOT gate. Okay, it is the basic memory element. Okay, if someone will ask to you that this cross connected NOT gate is what, so you will say this is the basic memory element. Okay, so but what is the problem? Is this memory is of our use? Okay, no, not at all, because let us suppose here it is 1 and here it is 0, and now I want to store here 1. Okay, so what will happen? First of all, I will have to cut this wire. Okay, and then I will have to give some other input, and then we can store the other input, other value into this one. Okay, so to change the output is not possible in the cross connected NOT gate. Okay, so it is not of our use. We have to store in gigabyte. Okay, gigabyte in you can say it will be in the millions and billions of the ones and zero have to be stored, and you will take a scissor and cut it, and then you will store 20, 30, 40. No, it is not possible. Okay, so this is not feasible. This is memory element. From your examination point of view, it is very, very important. If you see this type of structure, say it is the memory element, and the basic concept of the memory element came from here only. Okay, from the cross connected NOT gate. But the people thought that how can we change the output? How can we change the output of it? Okay, how can we change the output of it without changing the result? Okay, so see, let us suppose SR we will use the latch. Okay, latch using NAND gate and latch using NOR gate. Okay, NOR. So here we will see first latch using NAND. Okay, so let us suppose this is your NAND. Okay, and this is your second NAND gate. Okay, so take it here like this. Okay, and connect the second input to the output. Okay, of this logic gate, and connect the second input of this to the output of this, and let us let us suppose it is Q, and let us suppose this is Q bar. Okay, so this is SR latch using NAND. This is SR latch using NAND. Okay, SR latch using NAND. Okay, so see what happens, and this is nothing but S, and this is nothing but R, and see the output. So possible inputs will be 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, so it is like that. This is Q and this is Q bar. Okay. See, if this is S and this is R, then what will happen? Let us suppose this is 0 and this is also 0. What will happen if this is 0 and this is 0? So if here see the output of NAND. Okay, so here it is A, here it is B, 2 input, NAND gate is there, NAND gate is there, and here it is the output of the NAND gate. So what happens? 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. So NAND gate means opposite of AND means 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So if okay, so this is the case. If any of the input will be 0, okay, its output is going to be 1. So it will try to become 1. And here it is also 0, so it will also try to become 1. So this is not the case we want, because if here it is 1, okay, no problem. So it should be the Q bar opposite of that one. Okay, if this is 1, it should be 0. It should be 0, but here it is not the case. So this is invalid case. You can say the output will be invalid. Okay, output will be invalid. Okay, because both of these should not be 1. If this is 1 and Q bar both are 1, means there is something problem. Okay, so this is invalid state. Now see this one. If this is 0 and this is 1, what will happen? If this is 0, it is going to be 1, no problem. So it is 1, okay, and 1 is coming here at this input, and here it is also 1. So both inputs are 1. So if in NAND gate, if both inputs are 1, what will be the output? That is 0. So no problem. That is very interesting, and as usual we want. Okay, so if this is 0 and this is 1, it will be 1 and it will be 0. So no problem. 1 is 0 and 1 is 1, so no problem. Okay, so see, if it is 1, okay, and if it is 0, what will happen? If it is 1 and it is 0, what will happen? Since if the one of the input will be 0, its output will be 1. So it will get changed to 1. And if this is 1 here, okay, so this will change here. and take this input here. This is 0, this is 0. Both inputs are 0, so output will be 1. No problem. There is no any change. Okay. So this is 0. Okay, Q is 0 and Q bar will be 1. And see one interesting case. What will happen when these two inputs are 1? When these two inputs are 1, then since this is not the enable input means if in NAND gate 0 is the enable input, means if 0 will be there, its output will get 1. Only one input can change the output, then only it is known as the enable. So if there is 1, what will happen? We are not certain what is going to happen. Okay, so we will have to assume that this is 0 and this is 1. Let us suppose we have assumed this case, and we will try to explain that what is happening. So it is 0 and this is 1. Okay, so if this is 0, output will be 1. Okay, and if this is 1 is coming here, 1 is coming here. If both the inputs of NAND gates are 1, it will be 0. So that is valid. No problem. If 1 input is there, and if the previous inputs were 0 1, so it is 0 1. So since it is not changed, so we'll take another. We'll try to reverse this output, and we'll try to see that. Let us suppose in place of 0, now it is 1. In place of 1, it is 0. Okay, this is the case. So let us suppose this is 0. Since this is 0, so 0 will come here, and this 0 and this 1. So if and 0 and 1 will be the input, or 1 0 will be the input, output will be 1. So it is going to be 1. Okay, and if this is 1 and this is also 1, this is going to be 0. See the beauty. If it was 0 1, then it remained in 0 1, and if we are taking the output 1 0, it is again remaining in 1 0 state. Are you getting my point? So this is the this property is known as that this SR latch will remain in the previous state. Okay, it will remain in the previous state. Hence, if the input was 0, it will remain 0. If output was 0, it will remain in 0 state. If output was 1, it will remain in 1 state. When the input to the SR latch using NAND gate is 1 1, its output is not going to change. If its output previous state was 0, it will remain in 0 state. If previous state was 1, it will remain in 1 state. Okay, so this is the truth table. Okay, truth table of SR latch using NAND gate. This is nothing but the SR latch using NAND gate. Okay, so we have learned this explanation. Okay, and after that we'll see yes, one more thing I would like to, I just forgotten to. This is S and this is M. Now, see, now we can change the output to our desired level or not. This is Q and this is Q bar. This was also a memory element, but we were not able to change its output according to our need or according to us. Okay, if we are not able to change the output according to us, then it is of no use. But see here, if let us suppose this is 0 and this is 1. In previous state, this is the case. Okay, let us suppose this is in 0 and this is 1. I will say change its output. How can you change? No, not possible. You will have to take a scissor and cut this wire, and then you will have to supply the input, and then it will change. Okay, there is no other way. But here, see the beauty. It is 0 and 1 like that. Both are the memory elements. But now I have supplied 0 here and I have supplied 1 here. What will happen? Okay, this is 0, and if one input of the NAND gate is 0, okay, if one input of the NAND gate is 0, what will happen? I do not know what is this input. Okay, so only one input you will give to the NAND gate. Okay, either you give here, here or here. In all other cases it will be 1. So there is two possibility now. So let us suppose this is 1. Okay, this is 1. It is 1 is coming from here, 0 is coming from here. So 0 1. So this is 0 1. So what will be the output? 1. That is very simple. 1. And this 1 will come here, and this 1 is coming from here. What will happen? 1 1 will be there, and it will change to 0. Now I have changed its input by just giving the supply to S and R. This is the reason, that is why it is S stands for set and R stands for reset. But this set and reset condition will be true when we'll see the flip-flop. Okay, so in these latches it is not always true, because if we are constructing the latch using NAND, its truth table will be different, and when we are constructing the latch, same latch, SR latch using NOR gate, its output or truth table will be different. See how? So this is S, this is R, this is Q, this is Q bar, and this is, let us suppose I am just writing this truth table here in a quick manner: 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, so this is this was invalid. Okay, invalid, let us suppose, and this is 1 and this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, and it will remain in previous state. Okay, this is our truth table for SR latch using NAND. SR latch using NAND. Okay, now we will see the SR latch using NOR. SR latch using NOR will be constructed in the similar fashion that is constructed this one. We will just replace this NAND gate with the NOR gate. Okay, so it is NOR. We have taken two NOR gate, and it has also two inputs. Okay, it is also two input is there, and like this. So we will connect the one input of the first NOR gate to the output of the second NOR gate, and the output of the second NOR gate, first NOR gate, will be connected to the input of the second NOR gate. Okay, so it is similar. This is S and this is R. Okay, but it will be different. Okay, its enable is different. It's the enable of NAND gate is 0, but the enable of the NOR gate is 1. If you will provide 1 here, at only one gate of the NOR gate is 1, what will happen? देखो, this is NOR gate output. Okay, we'll see NOR gate here. Okay, so this is A, this is B, this is Y. This is the 2 input NOR gate. Okay, 2 input NOR gate is there, and this is 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. What will happen to the NOR gate? NOR means opposite of OR. Opposite of OR. So OR was 0 1 1 1. So it will be 1 0 0 0. So see the beauty. If we are providing any single input or both the inputs 1, it will be 0. Okay, if this is, why? Because this is, let us suppose, OR and it is not. That is very simple. So if one gate, let us suppose, leave it, the second gate, the first gate is 1 of the OR gate, so output will be directly 1, and it is inverted by NOT gate, so it will be 0. So whenever any NOR or OR gate we will supply the input 1, okay, NOR gate output will be 0. Okay, single input may change the output if the input is 0 in NOR gate, and likewise in this NAND gate, if only one input is 0, it will change the output to 1. Okay, so this is known as the enable. So that's why we'll change here the it will take Q bar here and Q here, because enables are different, so that's why we have changed like this. And let us suppose make the truth table of our gate. Okay, this is S, this is R, and this is Q, and this is Q bar. Let us suppose. What is happening? This may be 0 0 1 1, this may be 0 1 0 1. Okay, and this is the case. Okay, so if both the inputs are 0, what will happen? None of the input are enabled. None of the gate has enable input. Means none of the gate has input is equal to 1. So it will not decide what will be in the output. Okay. So let us assume first. Let us suppose here 0, here it is 1. Then only we can change the input. Okay. So here it is 1. Here it is 1. Okay. So this is 1 and this is 0. Okay. So its output will be 0. No problem. If this is 0 and this is 0, if both the inputs are 0, output is 1. No problem. If this input is 0 and this is 1, and in these inputs are 0 0, it will remain in the previous state. Now leave it and take the opposite. Let us suppose this is 1 and this is 0, and now try to verify the input. So if this is 0, so this is 0 and this is 0, both inputs are 0, output will be 1. So this is 1 and this is 0, so 1 0 1 0, output will be 0. So what is the beauty of this thing? That if output was 0, then it will remain in 0 state. If output was 1, it will remain in the 1 state. It will not change when we will provide the input 0 0. Okay, so this is, it will remain in the previous state. If it was 1, it will remain in 1 state. If it was 0, it will remain in 0 state. So by providing the input 0 0, its output is not going to change anymore. Okay, see the comparison between this one. When the input of this SR latch using NAND, when the input of both these S and R were 1, then it was in previous state. But this is this is changed. Okay, when the inputs of S and R is 0 0, then only its output will be in previous state. And see other things. Let us suppose we are watching like that 0 1. So now this is the enable input. Okay, its enable is 1. So what will happen? If one input is 1, whatever will be the input, it will change to 0. Okay, if any one of the input is 0 to this NOR gate, its output will be 0. So let us see here. It will be either, there are two possibilities. It will be either 0 or it will be either 1. So if 0 is there, so it will be 0 1. So it will be 0 1, this case. So output is 0, this one. And another case may be, it may be in one state, so it 1 will come here, and 1 1, what will happen? Again 0. No problem. What we will take? If one input is 1, it will go to 0 state, and it is 0 and it is 0. If both the inputs of this NOR are 0, it will go to 1. It will go to 1. And see, it is 1 and it is 1. Both are 1, then it is 0. This is 0, this is 0, then it is 1. So that is very simple. Okay. So if S and R values are 0 and 1, these inputs 0 and 1, its output will be 1, 0 and 1. Okay. So we have taken this Q in lower positions, but here we have taken the Q in the upper position. Why? Because we want, okay, the because the enable in this circuit was 0 and enable in this circuit is 1. This is the reason we have inverted, okay, the input outputs. Okay, see, let us suppose now we have changing, this is 1 and this is 0. What will happen? Which one is enable? This is enable. Okay, 1 is enable for OR and NOR. Okay, and 0 is enable for AND and NAND. Okay, if any one of the input will be 0, its output is fixed. Output will be changed. Okay, if only one input of this OR or NOR is 1, output will be 0. Okay, so in this case it is enable, this is enable. Okay, see, now this is 1 and this is 0. So if one input of this NOR is 1, okay, so it may be either this case or this case. Okay, because one input is 1. Okay, so it may be this case or this case. Okay, because we do not know the other input, let us suppose. So what will be the output? Output will be same in both the cases. So its output is 0. If this is 0 and this is 0, it is going to be 1. This is 0, this is 0, is going to be 1. Okay, so in this case output is 1 and here it is 0. And if both the inputs are 1, then what will happen? Okay, this will try to make this Q bar 0. This will also try to make this Q 0. Is this condition possible for flip-flop or SR latch? No. This should be complement. If this is 0, it should be 1. If this is 1, it should be 0. Both the outputs are complement because this is Q and this is Q bar. So we must remember one thing, that this Q and Q bar are opposite or complement to each other. If both of these try to become 0 or both of these inputs try to become 1, so it is invalid state. Okay, so here in this case both of these inputs are trying to become 1, so this is invalid. The opposite case was here, when both of these inputs were trying to become 1, then it was also invalid. Okay, if we will give the 0, it will try to become 1. If we will give the 0 to here, it will also try to become 1. So both input try to become 1, or both the outputs try to become 1, then it is invalid, and both the outputs are trying to become 0, this is again invalid state. Okay, so but the outputs are different. See, it is, if it is 0 1, okay, input here, so it is here it is q is 0, here its q is 1, here it is 1 0, its output is 0 but its output is 1, and here it is invalid in when the inputs are 1 1, and here it is invalid when it is 0 0. Here it is previous case when it is 1 1, here it is previous state when it is 0. Or truth table of the SR latch using NAND and using NOR are different. Okay, but we will see in the next class that if we are using the SR flip flop using the NAND gate or using the NOR gate, in both the cases the output will remain same, fixed. Okay, there will be no any change in the output. Okay, so output will remain in the fixed state, and we'll see the problem, what is the problem and what is the additional thing in flip flop. Okay, we'll see in the next class. We will start from watching the limitation of this latch, and then we will start the flip flop, and we will design the SR flip flop using NAND and NOR and compare the flip flop truth table, and that will be equal. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay.